And there's the recording. I'm gonna put this up here so my kitty doesn't jump on my laptop and mess everything up.
Oh, oh.
Okay, don't forget to mute.
Oh, I was stretching.
I know. I gotta move my mat slightly here. Oh boy, that's going to be hard with you standing on it, little girl. There we go. That's better. There we are. Yeah. Hi. Oh my gosh. I've been taking her out like twice a day and she's much more relaxed when she's outdoors and with her feet on the earth. Come here, you. Come here. Oh, no bite, no bite. No, this is not playtime. This is meditation time. Yeah, you're good at that, huh? Okay, so, oh, let me move the chair out of the way. That's not cool. There we go. Okay. So if you want to bring your hands into Bhu Mudra to ground and center. Yeah. And just take in 3 deep breaths and let out a ha, like a sigh of relief. Just breathe it in. And even though there is some busyness and perhaps chaos, a feeling of being disheveled, just allow yourself to be calm and know that all is well. Okay. Just hold that thought because play mode is having to move upstairs. Just using your imagination, see everything as you want it to be, already in place, already as you want it to be. Feel the feelings that it's already done. Ah, yes. Come to awareness of your breath. Just follow your breath for a few rounds here. Allow your endorphins to start even now, flowing and calming you, bringing that sense of joy and well-being. Creating a bubble of that feeling around you. Fill the room with it. Just expand it out. Notice your thoughts. Let them slow down. Just let your thoughts slow down and then bring your attention to your body. Check in on sensations. See how you're feeling. Make some movements. Maybe a few cats. Just check your spine, your head and neck, shoulders, your back and legs. See what's going on, what your body is requesting from you through the language of sensation. Open to receiving that information and addressing anything your body's calling for. So we'll just turn our palms upward and breathe and stretch tall. And release as you lower your arms down. 2 more times. Breathe it up. And down. Breathe it up. And down. Now we'll work with our Tai Chi rising ritual. Just come up into standing anywhere on your mat, in the center or at the front end, whatever works for you. Just toes pointing forward, hands on your torso, wherever it feels natural. And take in your breath. And as you breathe out, bend your knees, palms down. I call forth the unconditional love, light, and power of the earth now for our highest good. And raise your energy up your pranic tube. Breathe. I call forth the unconditional love, light, and power of the heavenly forces now for our highest good. I call forth the unconditional love, light, and power of the earth now for our highest good. I call forth the unconditional love, light, and power of the heavenly forces now for our highest good. Last round, I call forth the unconditional love, light, and power of the earth now for our highest good. I call forth the unconditional love, light, and power of the heavenly forces now for our highest good. And bring it into your heart or your abdomen. Just ground that energy, the thought, and the receptivity to those forces, because it is coming to you now. And then just bring palms into prayer hands or Anjali Mudra and start to lift your heels, stretching your feet, your arches. Feel the earth underneath you. Connect with her all the way up your legs and into your root chakra. And then just bend both knees, reach your arms forward, fingertips forward, breathe, and lift, palms to heart. Reach, you can either inhale or exhale, just move with your breath. And one more time, bend your knees, reach, separate your hands into chair pose. So initially with a straight spine, draw navel into your spinal column. Now turn sideways for those who are watching. Later on, we'll take our hips back, fingertips forward, and bend. Reach a deeper chair pose like you're just ready to sit down. And optional is to roll onto the balls of your feet and lower down into a full deep knee bend. Using control, press your heels down and lift using the strength of your legs. Come up, arms overhead, reach up, come onto the balls of your feet. Oops, there's the ceiling. And lower your heels down, bend your knees, palms into your heart center. Now just separate your feet into warrior one with your right leg back. And vinyasa, breathe the knee in, breathe out as you bend your knee, stretch the back heel. Just loosen up in the groin and the psoas muscles. And then pause in warrior one. Lift in your torso, reach up in your heart. Hip bones pointing forward, reach arms overhead. You can either keep your palms together or separate your hands, whichever suits you in this moment. Reach up and see if you can lean back. Use this to engage the muscles along your spinal column, warming up your back. Lift your heart. And then bring palms into the heart once again. Pull back and step it in. Just switch legs. Okay. Pulling the knee in. Breathe. Breathe out with the knee going out. Just loosen up. Breathe it in. Breathe it out. And then hold your pose. Lift in your torso. Lift your heart. Breathe, arms overhead. And lift up and go to the back. Just easy, relaxing to the back. And bring palms in over your heart. Breathe the knee in and step it in to Tadasana. Just pause and feel the sensations. All right, once again, take the right leg back. Breathe. Step it back into warrior one. Reach arms up. Now just turn like you were going into warrior two, but just take your arms and shoulders around and then breathe it up. Bring palms together into a prayer twist, bringing your right elbow outside your left knee. Press into a twist. And come to center, lift up into warrior one. And now we'll go into warrior two. Just open to the right. Now loosening up a little more in the hip joints. Breathe the knee in. Breathe out. Bend the knee. Open shoulders. And come into your warrior two. Lengthen in your spine. And breathe, palms up, pivoting back to warrior one. Step it in, palms together over your heart. Breathe. Soften your knees, step back with the left leg to warrior one. Breathe, arms up overhead and open the shoulders to your left. Hips are staying in place. Breathe, arms back up overhead, palms touch down over your heart and into your prayer twist. Left elbow over the right leg this time. Press. Twist. Now, for this time, bring palms down into sun pose and then immediately step the leg back into a plank. Engage legs and hips, core, shoulders away from the ears, nice long line. And allow the knees and then the hips to relax down. You can keep your arms straight for a few breaths here to stretch your low back. Just pull away from your knees. Engage your hips to protect your low back. Lift your shoulders up towards your ears. Take them back, squeezing shoulder blades, and then pull down. Bend your elbows and bring the pubic triangle down onto the ground. Today's Earth Day. So we'll connect with the earth through the root chakra and lengthen up, bring that energy up into the heart, grounding you. Lift your chin, looking up, bringing the energy up to your third eye and your crown. Breathe, press the pubic triangle down against the mat, down against the earth. And press up and back into puppy stretch. Now lift up, bring your palms under your shoulders, separate your knees, and continue on rounding your back into a rounded cat stretch. Chin to chest. And then come to neutral spine. Now make sure you're on your mat for this one. This is going to be frog pose. So knees remain bent, but you take your knees out to the side. The weight is on your hands as well, so it's not all on your knees. The feet are in line with the knees, and allow the hip joints to relax, and then just roll forward and back. Gently, especially to the back. Be considerate of your hip joints. So again, we're connecting with earth through the root chakra as we rock back and forth and allow the knees to relax more and more open. From here, you can come down onto your forearms, palms touching, and then tilt your tailbone upwards to stretch a little bit more. You can continue rocking forward and back. All right, now bend your knees, bringing your feet closer together. Press down on the balls of your feet and lift up so that you can bring your knees in and then stretch your legs out behind you. Let the tops of your feet relax down. Press the hips, pubic triangle down. Separate your hands, elbows under your shoulders, and you're in Sphinx pose. Consider the earth. Now press down in your palms and press up. Just straighten your arms. If you can get your elbows all the way straight, fine. If not, just however, as straight as you can. Keep your hips engaged to protect your low back. Now imagine the light coming in, white light, sparkling and glittering in through the crown, down through your torso, your spine, all through your chakras, down through the root chakra, and send it down into the earth, sending love and light into the earth for all that she does and is for us. Gratitude and light. Just see it in your mind. And then lower down onto the mat with your torso. Bring your arms around behind you, interlace your fingers. Straighten your arms, stretch them away from your back. Press down in your legs and hips. Nose points towards the mat, lengthen in your neck. Lift your arms up. Now try to lift your torso up. Bend your knees, separate your hands, reach for your feet or ankles and press up into bow pose. Lift your feet. And lower your legs down. Just bring your thighs together and your heels in towards your hips. Nose pointed towards the mat. Stretch your thighs here. All right, release your legs down, palms under your shoulders. We'll press up into downward facing dog. Make sure that everything is pressed away from your mat so we can work with our flipping the dog. Eventually here. All right, three-legged dog. Lift your right leg up. Reach, stretch it up. Bend your knee. Lift your knee. Open the hip. Good stretch for the psoas muscles. Shoulders remain forward. And we'll come back to this. Bring your leg down, foot on the floor. Other side. Breathe, left knee up, left foot up, three-legged dog. Bend your knee, lift your knee up, and open the hip. And bring the leg back down. Bend your knees. Relax back for a few breaths in child's pose. If you need to circle around in your wrists, just take a little time for that, whatever your body needs. But bring your arms next to your legs, thumbs by your ankles, forehead on the floor, and relax and breathe. Now just imagine the earth's energy coming up into your body, wrapping her electromagnetic arms around you. Now take your arms out to the side, palms down, and give her a hug back. Relax completely here. Give and receive. All right, bring your palms in under your shoulders, stretch them forward, and we'll press up into downward facing dog once again. Okay. And lift the the right leg up. Shoulders down. Bend your knee, open the hip. Let that leg come down behind you. Lift your right hand, stretch through the left leg, open the right knee, and arch back into your flip dog. And bring your right arm next to your side and flip over. Come back into your down dog. And left leg up into three-legged. Bend your left knee, lift your knee, and open the hip. And let that left foot come down behind you. Open the left knee, arch in your back. And then come around into your plank. Let both knees down. Come around facing front for a twist. Just get comfortable in your clothes first. So sitting on your right hip, bring the left leg around, bring the foot in, Let the right leg out and bring both sitting bones onto the mat. Connect with the earth once again. Draw the knee in. Now you can get more of a stretch with your knee here if you just pull the navel into the spine. And then scoop your left arm up next to your ear and bring it around. Hold on to your leg, bring it around behind you. Or you can bring it around your waist and reach for your hip bone. Either way. One other way to hold this is to bring the front arm underneath the front leg, the bent knee. Bring it through. Reach with your left hand. Find your fingertips. Hold on if you can. There we are. And lift in your torso. Notice the hip, your left hip. And release your hand. Bring your left arm up to your ear. Breathe. And unwind slowly. Always come out of a stretch slowly. Now one more for the hip. The 4 squares. So bring that right leg forward a little bit. So if this is a little challenging for you today, every day is different, you can come up into rocking the baby, holding on to the ankle and the knee, but you want to bring the foot in and let the knee out so that you're getting the stretch in the hip. That's the direction you want to go at least. And if that's pretty easy for you, just bring that foot into the bend of your right elbow and hold that leg like it is a baby. Bring it in and then rock. Straight spine, lift up. And if that feels pretty loose, then just bring your ankle onto the front knee. Ideal position is where both legs are parallel. Lift up. Relax in your groin and your hips. The top leg, the foot should be flexed here for alignment. Now bring your hands down to the mat in front of you, but stay lifted in your spine, lengthen and just hinge forward wherever your body will go. Hinge forward in your hips. Take it slow, allow the muscles to surrender to the stretch. Take your time. Feel the sensations. This is great, not just for your hips, but also for your low back, to open it and to relax it, stretch it. Now press down on your fingertips or palms and raise back up. Pause for a moment. Allow the stretch to integrate and release any tension, any toxins, anything that doesn't belong in there, emotion. Release that now. As a matter of fact, I would say bring your hands into Bhu Mudra here and release through your fingertips. And then release the mudra. Lean back. We're just going to switch our legs. Starting with rocking the baby, if that's what you want to work with today. So that is rocking side to side, pulling the ankle in and letting the knee out. And if you want to go from there, bringing the foot into the bend of your left elbow and bringing the leg in to the chest. The foot is flexed. And then four square, letting the lower leg, the left leg out to wherever your body will accommodate. Still flexed in the right foot. Come into four square and pause. Just allow the body to acclimate here. Shoulders down and relax. Lift in the crown. Now bring your hands in front of your legs. Just kind of walk them forward. Fingertips or palms. And press back in the hips, lengthen in the spine. Relax forward. Breathe. Now press down on your hands and press up in your torso. Walk your hands in and bring your palms behind you. Stretch your legs out and roll on your hips side to side. Circle around in your ankles. Reverse and flex and point. Flex and point. Now lift up in your torso, press down in your sitting bones, stretch out your legs, flex your feet, breathe arms up overhead, lean back slightly and Release forward over your legs. Stretch and reach. Relax. Now reach through your fingertips, lift up, use your arms to bring you back up. Open the arms out, palms behind you and come into an arch, point your toes. And then come to center. And we're going to rock a couple times and then press up into half shoulder stand. So just holding on to the back of the legs, rolling on your spine. Nice massage for your spine this morning. And we'll kick up into half, excuse me, half shoulder stand. Bring your elbows closer together. Rest your hip bones in the palm of your hands. Relaxing your neck. And bring your feet above your nose if you can. And now to shake all our organs back into place. Come up a little bit more on your shoulders if you can. And then shake your legs. Shake them, shake them, shake them. Shake them so that your belly shakes too, so that your organs return to natural position. And then relax. If you like, it's optional. You can bring your feet down over your head into plow pose. And then lift back up. Hip bones in your palms. Bend your knees. Lift your chin and lower your back down onto the mat. Use your strong core muscles. Reach up through your feet. Bring your arms to your sides. Press down on your palms and your low back. Lower your legs down. All right. And we'll prepare for Shavasana. Relaxing down into your back. Separate your feet. Pull your low back down for a moment. Make sure your hips are rolled under your shoulder blades. Palms turn upward. Let your shoulders soften. If you need to, you can take your arms further out and bend your elbows slightly so that your shoulders can relax more fully. I'm going to recommend that you take your awareness down into the earth. To honor your relationship Think of being out in nature, think of your gardening. The earth is aware of every one of us. If your mind wanders, just bring it back to Gaia, Earth Mother. Now starting to awaken from your dream, your reverie. Just feel your body resting on the ground, sharing with the Earth Mother the love you have for her, the love she has for you. Start to wiggle fingers, squeeze fingers in and out, circle around in your ankles. And then on a deep breath, lift your arms up overhead, all the way back to the floor. Stretch long, flex and point your toes. Draw your low back down against the earth. Reach long. And another big inhale. And as you breathe out, bring your arms back to your sides and lift your knees up to your chest. Stretch them in, roll around if you like, side to side. And then roll all the way over onto one side. Rest there for a moment. Just in fetal position. Now press your hands on the mat next to your face and roll forward onto your palms and press up into sitting. I'm going to suggest Bhu Mudra for our Earth Mudra. But if you feel in need or guided to another mudra, just go with that. Sealing in the benefits of your practice, your intention, and then turning palms upward and breathing arms up overhead, palms together and down over your heart. And may you receive love and power from the earth. And may you give in your own way in return, sharing and blessing. Namaste, everybody.
Oh, I always feel good after that.